Hello, welcome back. I'll be jumping into a love reading today, so let's just dive into the cards and see what Spirit wants to say regarding the current energies in love for you. Spirit message, or Spirit, what are messages? Messages in love. Messages want to come through, Spirit. Woo! Flew out. We have fresh start. Ooh, time apart. And very soon. Alright, so you could be in short-term connection here at the bottom. So you could be okay. This sucks. But what I'm picking up on is you could be at a point right now in a current relationship or a situationship, whatever, where you're about ready to make the decision to end something in order to move forward with your life in a fresh start. Something new. Start your life over. It could be that, say, you and another person recently met, you have an amazing connection, really lovely, but you're both getting ready to go down different paths in your life. And it's nothing to do with each other. It's just that you know that your relationship can't really... You just don't feel that your relationship is going to be successful. Maybe long distance, doing something new. Maybe someone's getting ready to move. Someone's moving to the other side of the world. And it's just like, with short-term connection, it could be that is someone that you just recently met. You've only known for a few months. But it's like, the connection's so potent, it's so powerful, it's so lovely, but you're feeling like you're about ready to separate because you understand that life's about to take you both in different directions, and it's going to be a fresh start. It could be that you were in a connection with somebody for a while, just maybe not too long, maybe just for a while, whatever that is, and it ended for whatever reasons, and you're getting ready to pick it back up, and after some time apart, and this connection, this new connection is, it's definitely a fresh start. It's something that is starting from a different place. It's, not the same people, not the same experience. Could also be that you just had a breakup with somebody, and now that you have been separated for a time, you're having this fresh start, right? You are saying, I'm ready to kind of put myself out there again. And you're getting ready to come into meeting somebody that may just be something fun. Not long term. It could just be a short term connection there where it's just not going to... Not that it's like maybe that's what you're looking for. You're like, I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm just looking for fun. I'm just looking to, do life, explore, what's out there, and also discover yourself in the process. So there could be something here where you meet someone and it's just like a summer fling, right? I mean, we're in the dead of winter right now in the United States, so maybe you just meet somebody. Maybe you'll just meet someone soon and only see him for a little bit, right? Let's just see what else wants to come out. We have paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Yeah. So I kind of get this with that short-term connection. Could also be that having a fresh start with someone that you were once previously seeing, it's going to feel like paradise. Maybe it's going to feel like you're having a lot more fun with this person. It's a happier union. It's, it says it here, enjoying each other. Maybe there's something here where maybe you didn't really value each other or really see the value of the relationship. Maybe it wasn't really working out at that time. And this time around, that it's coming back around, it's one where you're really going to be like enjoying each other. Different. It's very different, right? Whoa. Kind of like slid out like a slithery snake. Hi, kitty. Oh my god, what are the odds? I just said slithery snake. Girl with a snake. Empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used. Enable boundaries. Yikes. So, yeah, okay. So if you were in a relationship previously with someone and you separated, very short-term connection at the time, it could be that there was other people involved, either someone you were with, maybe you were this person, right? You can absolutely own being this person, having gone through transformation. I think everybody goes through some form of humility, like humbleness, being humbled in their journey if they're willing to expand and grow. Empath and narcissist paradigm. This is usually that runner-chaser energy. This is I think a lot of people talk about like twin flames, and they'll talk about how like the twin flames are like the runner-chaser energy. Maybe you're the empath, they're the narcissist, if you label them as such, or vice versa. Maybe you were, and you're like, I'm no narcissist. Well, sometimes like we all have those tendencies in us. I think everybody does. Being charmed or used, enable, and then boundaries. Yeah. Could have definitely been, especially if it was a short-term connection before. Maybe it didn't last very long. Maybe it was off and on, especially with that empath narcissist paradigm there. Maybe it is that there was a really unhealthy experience where you were one person, they were the other. Maybe there were other people involved. I'm not saying they're like cheating or anything, but there could have been other influences involved, other friends, right? I don't want to paint such a negative picture, but like just painting some realities here that, other people can also have these kinds of influences within your relationship with the person. Yeah, it could have definitely been there was someone in the relationship, one or the other, who fit into this paradigm, this kind of narrative, and it could have been very unhealthy. And that's why it ended. And so now it's going to pick up as a fresh start. Maybe it's something where you come back together and it really is a fresh start. It's really amazing. Maybe if you were the empath and you're not getting back together with this person, but you understand you're having a fresh start in your own life, right? Happiness, expansion, joy, playness. You could be excited for a short-term connection with anyone else, right, that you want to meet. But maybe it was that you went through a phase here, a relationship with someone who was very narcissistic or had a lot of those tendencies. Maybe they were really manipulative, and it really it was something that you needed to have time apart, and not just like temporary, but like time apart from that person and anyone to do with that person or that group of people, in order to like work on yourself, to heal any sort of repercussional energies that you experience as a result of being with this person. Maybe a lot of healing in your mind, psyche, because I've just read a lot that, if you're with someone who is very narcissistic, that it can really do a number on your psyche and your emotional, body. So, you could be like having dealt with this person for a long time, and you're really starting to work through your understanding of this person and who they were in your life and how they, affected you, what they taught you, because you can still learn from this person. Maybe the role you played, the role they played, the role others played. I feel like there's something here that was very snaky, right? That was very sneaky, and just maybe at some point you felt like you were used, and you didn't have strong boundaries. So I do feel like if that was something that you were in, maybe it was a long-term connection, maybe it was short-term, maybe there was something that you were in and it really affected a lot about who you are in your life, how you showed up, and you're recognizing everything that relationship was, or that dynamic was in your life, and how it taught you a lot. But you now also recognize this kind of behavior, this pattern, this personality even. Now you recognize it very easily. So I feel like you've done a lot of work, with doing work to kind of heal from this dynamic. This is very specific, probably for just like maybe some of you. But this is what's coming out. So yeah, I do feel like with this Paradise Fresh Start, this is something you're really coming out on the other side of. It's taken a long time to come out of something. Especially if it is a narcissistic dynamic. Yeah, being charmed or used enabled boundaries. Yeah, I think that you might be having really great boundaries now. You might have learned to have good boundaries. Maybe that's why you're no longer with this person. But definitely kind of getting this strong feeling that you were someone who was very easily used or manipulated, right? Charmed. And I feel like the time apart is not necessarily like temporarily. It's like you've had time away completely from this person and maybe no intentions of going back. But you're coming out on the other side of it with that fresh start. This person could get ready to come back around with that very soon card. Now, again, take it as it resonates. If you're like, that doesn't resonate with me, you might be the narcissist. And, don't hate. I'm just like, there, it takes two to tango. Like, it takes two to tango. And maybe this doesn't resonate at all with you, and that's okay. But this person, whoever this is, whether it's you're getting ready to reach out to someone else. I'm just saying. But if it is someone else, they might be getting ready to reach out to you. Okay, we'll take those two. I was just gonna take one. Just goes in hand with this. We have the chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. This is usually empath in that dynamic. So you could have been someone who chases, but also if you're someone who left that dynamic and you're like, I'm solid, I'm good now you are moving, and not saying you're becoming a narcissist or anything like that, but you're moving into more secure energy within yourself, and then that person becomes the chaser. They are codependent. This chaser can also be that narcissistic personality, that kind of person, because they are so insecure in themselves that they need to latch on and keep people in their life and attach. They're very codependent because they have such a fear of abandonment, a fear of being alone, a fear of not being loved. And so they latch on and they don't let go. And so typically they come back around a lot in that. And then we have addiction. Oh my goodness. This is a heavy energy. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Yeah, so like this could have been somebody that you had a really hard time getting away from, moving away from. This could be someone who has a very hard time moving away from you. This person could have addictions. You could have an addiction. This reading really took a turn. I was kind of expecting more of a positive reading initially. The positivity here is that you have a fresh start and you are really moving into that. But there's a big, heavy message here, and it might just be confirmation. Maybe you've been... One of the things that I've read a lot too, and I've learned about, is that manipulation, sociopathic people, but narcissistic people can make you feel absolutely crazy, can really make you doubt everything you think, everything you believe, even what you say, how you feel. So I wonder if like this person, they might have really bad addictions in life to whatever, I don't know, but addictions can also be really negative thought patterns. You know, like every time something good happens in your life, you're going to immediately go to second guessing and doubting it. You're doubting it. You're like, no way, I can't believe that that's actually good, or can't believe that would happen, or no matter how positive it was, because your mind is just trained to go to this negative place, right? And that can come from an interaction with someone who is this, narcissistic type. Runner taster kind of energy. This person could have been very, very controlling. Like I said, you can flip the script. It could be you, it could be them, but more heavily for the person who's viewing this, likely you're not that person, right? You are probably the empath. You're probably the person who attracts a lot of negative people because you're a light and you shine and you feel things so strongly. If you're one of those people who's kind of early in their journey, sometimes you're going through a healing phase where you are very easily manipulated because you're still learning to build boundaries and strength. You're having to go through your journey, and it's sometimes you go to that place, or even before you're even kind of waking up to this, you can be someone who's very easily manipulated. I think this person could be very obsessive, very possessive, controlling. Definitely. The addiction, you could just be the addiction, right? They're addicted to you. You're like a drug. Some people are like that. Some people just are... People, like... You can be like someone who has a beautiful energy to you and people just want to be around you. Maybe some people are like crazy about you. Maybe some people just... some people can just be weird, like, and obsessive. And sometimes people can be just like, I just love this person to death, right? A positive flip of that is that people just are, they just absolutely love, they're obsessed with you, more figuratively speaking, but I kind of get this feeling that whoever this person is that you were in something with, they're very obsessed. They're very like, they might not show you that, but this person could be very just obsessed with you. And maybe they have a very addictive thought pattern. They think about you all the time. But yeah, I kind of get this feeling that this person could be reaching out to you soon. So if you're not in contact with this person, they could reach out to you. You've had a lot of time apart. You've been separated. You have probably no plans to go back. With the short-term connection card, I also just thought this could definitely have been something that was hot and cold. Like, it was on and off a lot, and every time you were on with this person, it was kind of a short thing, and then it ended again, I feel like, yeah, I hate that this reading went, so south. But this must be a message that's really important for somebody. Maybe it's just confirmation, right? Maybe you've been, questioning, who was this person? are they my person, right? Am I just having to go through this break period and then they'll come back around? I don't think so. I think that the message I'm getting very specifically, if this applies to you, is that this person is not your person. This is someone who does have a lot of inner work to do, a lot of healing. They're not a secure, confident person. They rely on other people, their energy. They take advantage where they can. And sometimes I want to say that everybody knows when you're an adult, you know what you're doing. You know the benefit to you. You know what you can gain from something. I don't always believe that people are that ignorant, especially if you're an older adult. And if anyone was like using you or, you know, manipulating you, they knew exactly what they were doing every time. No matter what they said, if, you know, they talked about being ignorant, they talked about being naive. I didn't realize I was doing that. That was a different person. Well, surprise, surprise, we're human. We all have I think we all have multiple personalities. You know, we're all different at home versus in public. But I really do believe that people know exactly what they're doing. So if you've been questioning, is this person from my past, we were off and on, maybe the connection was really good when it was good and it was really bad when it was bad. But if this person, like, you've been questioning, is this my person? Or is this my twin flame? Is this my soulmate? And we're just going through a rocky time. You know, I don't think so. I think that this person still has a lot of healing to do. And they're not going to bring this specific message. They're not going to bring this paradise into your life. You know, maybe in the short-term connection, maybe if the other message, if you meet someone here in the future who's a short-term connection that you just really enjoy, then yeah, it's gonna be fun. You're just gonna enjoy each other's company and have a good time, and it's a fresh start for you. But if this person is reaching back out to you, which I kind of feel like they're going to do, they're still in this energy. They're still in this chaser energy. They're still addicted to you. They're obsessed with you. They might come in and like swoon you. They might come in and try to charm you. They might come in and try to say all the things. I am so sorry. Like, I've grown so much. It takes a hell of a lot of work to change when you are in this heavy of an energy. So, I think that for the very specific group of you where this resonates, I think that when this person, I do think they're going to reach out. They reach out, just, I don't want to say take it with a grain of salt, but take it with a grain of salt, right? See it for face value, and know that, like, I feel like you are on a fresh start, and, you know, have the boundaries to not entertain this, to not go back to it or consider, oh, maybe they have changed. Maybe, you know, maybe they have changed. Maybe they're better. Maybe they're, you know, in a good place now. I don't think so in this very specific message here. I think they're still going to bring in that codependent energy. Oh man. Well, I'm not going to go any further than this. I think that's probably enough information, if anything, clarity or confirmation for you if you've been asking for confirmation or guidance, reassurance, something, because the strong guidance I just have here is, you know, stay focused, move forward. You'll be going backwards. I just saw like a bicycle pedaling backwards. Like, I think you're going to be going backwards if you do entertain this person. There's a ding. I don't know if you heard that. My phone just dinged. So if you heard that, there's some confirmation. But anyway, I'm going to leave this message there. I hope that this message resonated for some of you, all of you, at least one of you. It was very specific. Give it a thumbs up. Like it if you liked it. If it did resonate, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And until next time, thanks for watching.